math today, being Tuesday, May 5th. You need pages 299 to 300 out of your math book today. Wow, lots of pages you've done this year. Today's lesson is a review, so hopefully all these concepts you are familiar with and comfortable with. If you need any help with any of these, please have someone reach out to me and I'll be glad to go over these with you more if we need to, okay? So let's look at number 1, write the products. I have A and B on the board. If at any point you want to pause the video and work to see if you get the correct answer, please feel free to do so. But we'll go ahead and get started with 1A, write the products. I have 1A on the board. Cover up my tens place, begin with my ones place. I have a 6 table here. So I'm going to begin. I'm going to come and say 6 times 4 is 24. Put the 4 down, the plus 2 goes up. 6 times 3, 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. So for your partial product here, the ones place, you should have 204. All right, so we're finished with that. Now we're going to slip over to the ones place here. Tens place, but we have a 1, so that's going to be easy. So we're not saying 34 times 1 here. Remember, the 1 is in the tens place, so we're saying 34 times 10, all right? So we're going to start with our 0. 1 times 4 is 4, that way, and then 1 times 3 equals 3. And then we just simply add here. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 0 plus 4 equals 4. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 544. Okay, so again, that 0 there, if we said 34 times 10, we have 340. 34 times 10 is not 34. So that's why we need that 0 there. Okay, so we'll move on to B. Looks like we'll need a 2 table and a 3 table here. So let's cover up our tens place first and begin in the ones place. 2 times 4 equals 8. Nothing to carry there. 2 times 4 equals 8. So your partial product line for your ones place should be 88. Now we're going to slip over to the tens place. Cover this up. We're going to say 3 times 4 and 3 times 4. So essentially here we're saying 44 times 30. Okay, not 44 times 3, because the 3 is in the tens place, 10, 20, 30. So that's why we're going to start with a 0. 3 times 4 equals 12. The 2 goes down, the plus 1 goes up. Now we're going to the tens place. 3 times 4 equals 12. 12 plus 1 equals 13. And then we simply add. Please be sure that you have your numbers in the correct columns. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Don't jumble them up there. 8 plus 0 equals 8. 8 plus 2 equals 10. 0 down, plus 1 goes up. 0 plus 3 equals 3, plus 1 equals 4. 0 plus 1 equals 1. With our comma, 1,408 should be your answer there. Okay, I think I changed my mind. I think we'll do C. I'll do C here on the board. You are welcome to pause and then just check your work, but I do want to be sure that we're doing another one together with the carrying. So let's look at 1C. We have 75 times 52. 1C, 70 times 52. I'm going to cover up my tens place and start working. So we have a 2 table and a 5 table we're going to need. 2 times 5 equals 10. My 0 goes down, my plus 1 goes up. So we went to the ones place. Now we're going to the tens place. There we go. Point a little bit more toward that way. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 equals 15. So in your partial product line for your ones place, you should have 150. Big old 0 up there. There we go. Okay, 150. So now let's slip over to the tens place. And what we're saying here is 75 times 50. That's right, because it's in the tens place. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 5 tens is 50. So let's start working. Oh, I forgot to cross out my. So let's start now. I'm going to put in my hero 0 placeholder. 5 times 5, we're going this way first. It's 25. The 5 goes down. The plus 2 goes up. Now we're going to the tens place. 5 times 7 equals 35. 35 plus 2 equals 37. And I make sure that I have all of my numbers in their columns. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, so that we can add correctly. 0 plus 0 equals 0. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Carry my 1. 1 plus 7 equals 8. 8 plus 1 equals 9. 0 plus 3 equals 3. Put in my comma. 3,900 for 1C is what you should have there. Okay. So just a couple things to be sure that you're multiplying correctly. You're using your tables. You're not just making up numbers. And also that you are adding your carrying in. And then the third component of this is to be sure that you have your columns aligned so that you have your places. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay? All right, so you can do D and E on your own. Number 2, find the averages. Circle the answers. Number 3, divide and check. 3A will have a remainder. 3B will not. You'll have an even divide on 3B. On 3B, you can start with 35 divided by 9. You can short divide. Or if you need to do the 0, start with the zeros place, that's fine. 0 times 9, and then go that way, however you want to do it. Flip over to the back, page 300, solve the story problems. For A, a box of 8 pencils costs $3.59. How much would 56 pencils cost? That's a 2-step problem there. B, what would be the perimeter of a hexagon with 10-inch sides? How many sides does a hexagon have? 6. Okay, so just keep that in mind when you are figuring the perimeter there. Number 5, follow the signs. Excuse me. Excuse me, thank you. Number 5, follow the signs. You remember when you're adding fractions, you do not add or subtract the denominator. You only figure your numerator. 3/8 plus 1/8 plus 1/8. 3 plus 1 equals 4. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Do not change the 8. So your answer, your fraction there would be 5/8. But you will have a mixed number for these answers. C and D are multiplication. Number 6, set the thermometers. Remember the little marks between are counting by twos. And if you have an odd degree, like 15 degrees Celsius, remember you have to go halfway. And then homework, write the quotient, write the remainder as a fraction. A through E, those are not even divides. So you will have a mixed number for your answer, for your quotient. For example, 43 divided by 6. How close can we get to 43 without going over? Will be 7. 7 times 6 equals 42. We subtract. 3 minus 2 equals 1. 4 minus 4 equals 0. But we're writing a fraction, so we're not going to put in the 0. So when we write our fraction, we take our remainder of 1 as our numerator. Our divisor of 6 is our denominator. So our answer, our mixed number there is 7 1/6. So you'll do B through E the same way. Okay, so that's the end of our math lesson today. Just keep your practice going. Just remember when you go into 4th grade, this will be reviewed, but it'll be reviewed. It will not be, going over to the length that we've done it now. So just please be sure you're keeping up. And when you are ready, we will have language, our last video, next.